Hello again everyone, Craig here from Soundiron, and in today's walkthrough we're going to be checking out the new update for Iron Pack 9 Fat Analog. This Iron Pack was created using premium analog hardware, including an Electron Analog 4 and various filters, custom hardware signal paths, and effects. This library has a full body and warmth that you would expect from analog synthesis, and each of the custom patches were designed by our very own Spencer Nunemaker, all inspired by that classic vintage sound. So now let's go ahead and dive in and start checking out the sounds and features within the new Iron Pack 9 Fat Analog update. So for this 2.0 upgrade, we've remastered the samples and revamped the user interface, giving you way more versatility and control than before. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief overview of the user interface. So you have these two layers right here. Both of these contain the Fat Analog sound. It sounds like this. So you can take these two layers, you can adjust them differently using the different sound shaping controls down here. You can also do some different pitching. So if you want to have a higher octave and a lower octave, you can do that. You can also pan them, and you can add some different vibrato depth and rate. You can play around with the release as well as the offset, attack, and volume if you want to adjust the balances differently. And then you also have these two layers over here for the ambisynth. These contain the different 11 ambiances that come with the library, as well as some different subsynth sustains and staccatos. And then you also have this X-Fade right here. We'll go over that a little bit later. And then if you go up here to the Advanced tab, you'll see that you have some LFO, filter, and arpeggiation, and this is per layer as well. So now let's just go ahead and just play around with the sounds of this library a little bit and just give you an idea of how it sounds. So if you want to have the releases be a little bit longer, you can increase this. And then you also have pads, so let's hear that. And then if you want, you can enable layer 2, which has the same sound, and then you can also do some stuff like playing around with the pitch. So if you want to pitch this up an octave, you can do that, and let's hear this together. So now I'd like to play for you some of the custom sound design ambiances that come with the library, and a lot of these are very great for just adding soundscapes and just really creating a mood with your track. So let's have a listen to some of these. And then if you want to add some effects to these, you can head over to the effects rack. Right now we have a reverb loaded. This is a large room. So if you want to change that, you just click this right here. You have the different types, and then you also have the different impulses for each of these types as well. So let's go ahead and load in a cathedral, and let's load up the far D, and I'm going to turn up the mix a little bit and the size, something I like to do. So let's check this out. And then you also have some other effects as well. So if you click this drop down on any one of these available slides, you'll see you got amplifier, cabinet, chorus, compressor, delay, some distortion, and a bunch of others. So let's add a delay as well. And I'm gonna sync this. Let's see how this sounds. So now let's have a listen to a few more ambiances. And then if you want to go into the advanced tab and take any of these sounds and start doing a little bit more sound design to them, you can go up here and let's play around with the LFO. You have some different waveforms to choose from. I like to play around with the pan, and then you have some different options right here for time, intensity, and fade. And then you can also lock this to your DAW. So let's have a listen to this. You can hear with that set to pan, it's playing around with the stereo field. And then if you click this target, you have some other options. So if you want to do volume or bass or pitch, if you do pitch, you get this kind of wacky pitching up and down. And then you can change that by modifying the waveforms or just playing around with the intensity. So you can get some really interesting effects and sounds using some of the LFO. And then you also have a filter as well. So if you want to enable that, something I like to do is take this and set it to the LP6, which is already on. And then for the source, you can set it to mod wheel. So then if you play around with the mod wheel, you can easily get that sort of sweeping filter sound. Or if you don't want that kind of wacky carnival effect, and you can go back to something like pan, so you're doing a little bit more of that sweeping stereo field effect. So now I want to play for you some of the custom effects presets that come with the library. There's 20 to choose from, and all of these use some of the different features that I showed you in this walkthrough, as well as some of them map to the X-Fade. And when you see the MW in this title right here, it means that there are parameters mapped to the mod wheel. So definitely experiment with that, and always make sure to check out to see what is set up with the X-Fade, because you can modify these however you want. And these are really great for just adding movement and texture to your track. So let's have a listen to some of these. This one's called Add Octave. So if you'd like to learn more about IronPack 9 Fat Analog or any of the other products within our IronPack series, make sure to go to soundiron.com or click the link in the description below. Please subscribe to stay up to date on future videos like these, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.